How sad is the lantern of guidance and the ship to salvation, and the ship to salvation. إن الحسين مصباح الهدى وسفينة النجاة.
Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalatu wassalamu ala Muhammadin wa alihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma. So assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Marziya Hassan. I am a public speaker, an author, and a marriage and family therapist living in Toronto, Ontario. And today, inshallah, I will just share some brief inspiration from how Imam Hussein alayhi salam inspires me every day of my life. So let's go to the plains of Karbala. It is the last moments of Imam's life. Imam is seen standing among the ruins that was once his family and his companions. Everyone that went with him, all the men, have been martyred on the plains of Karbala. And as he stands amongst these ruins, and just before he is about to be martyred himself, he is seen standing with tears rolling down his eyes. And one would imagine that Imam is crying because he has lost everything, that he has lost the most beloved people of his life, his sons, his brothers. And that is not why Imam is crying though. We are told that Imam is crying because of the compassion that he felt for his enemy. He is crying because he recognizes the fate that awaits his enemies on the day of judgment. He is crying because they will go to hell. They have ruined their akhirah because of the way they have treated the family of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And so this is the kind of compassion that we see Imam having. But when we look a little bit deeper, it's not only compassion that he has, because sometimes we do feel compassion for other people. The qualities that Imam displays on the plains of Karbala are two very seemingly opposite qualities. One is the clarity with which he sees their behavior, the clarity with which he sees the consequences of his behavior. And on the other side is the compassion that he feels for fellow human beings. And these two qualities, it's so inspiring and challenging to see them in the same place. So what do I mean by that? Often, sometimes when loved ones hurt us, we can have clarity. We can have clarity that their behavior is not okay. We can have clarity that what they're doing is not going to have good consequences. And then we become judgmental. At the same time, it's really hard to have compassion for them. On the other hand, for example, if our children, for example, do something wrong, or people that we really love, we can have a lot of compassion. We make excuses for their behavior, and we find it hard to have clarity for to see their behavior for what it is. But to have that kind of combination is so inspiring and very rare. So when we see Imam crying, he recognizes A, what they've done, B, what they call for the consequences of what they have done are, and at the same time, he is not judgmental, he is not hateful, he has no vengeance in his heart. He has compassion for the recognition that their actions are not going to lead them to where they want to go. All of us desire peace and happiness in our lives. And sometimes our consequences lead us away from that peace and happiness. And that is what the kind of compassion that we see Imam Hussein displaying on the plains of Karbala. So again, taking inspiration from that, let us try the best as we're able to develop these two qualities in combination. To have the clarity to recognize what's okay, what's not okay, and then instead of going to judgment, dismissing people, having feelings of resentment, hatred in our hearts, to have some sort of compassion for them. That at the end of it, people are clumsy, they are they make really huge mistakes. And at least, hopefully we will not be encountering people with, who are making such huge mistakes, right? But what we can learn from that is that while we are holding people accountable for their actions, while we may be even telling them what's not okay, while we may be giving them feedback, we can do that with compassion, without this feeling of judgment. So inshallah, let's just a very brief reflection on how Imam Hussein alayhi salam inspires me, that hopefully we can all learn from. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.